Welcome to Rise of the Apocalypse. It's a first war when I'm bringing my rank to Apocalypse with 2 mutants. This means Apocalypse will gain 30% more attack, 15 for each mutant. Also I'll bring Omega Red and Sabertooth synergy, and also Sabertooth will have a pretty fun fight here. And first one is on path 5. It's a Epflow path. Basically you need to do a knockdown, just knock down your opponent to gain the fury and remove this protection. And this is a very perfect fight for Omega Red. I'm not running suicide, so it's very easy with him here. To trigger her SP1, apply bleed, trigger my death field, and she's going down very quickly here. This guy also runs suicide, it's off-season war, so maybe running suicide, but still very easy fight. But now the action is going to begin. We're going to start with this monkey, and then we're going to move to Fury and Mix Master Fury and some more awesome fights here. And Hit Monkey has a very annoying ability. If you knock him down, he enters his mode when he can purify debuffs and also evade. And if he hits you 5 times, you basically can die from the power of his hits. But great ability that Apocalypse has, it's his parry cannot be purified, his debuffs cannot be purified. So he's a perfect counter here. He also can gain anti-evade charges, and you will see it here. What I'm trying to do here in this specific fight, I'm trying to bait SP1s. They are very easy to evade. SP2s is a little bit tricky, but still I usually manage to evade it pretty perfectly. But in war you don't want to risk it. So I did 5-hit combo, finished with medium, this applied poison on him, and if you finish with light will apply weakness. And here I learned it after this fight that I can chain special with heavies, and I should have done that, but I didn't. So the fight is going pretty well. He has like 10%, something like this, he's just almost dead. And here, oh man, he evaded, and just pay attention to the amount of the damage he did. I'm trying to parry this guy, I just can't, no reparry, no nothing, and I lost 80% of my health to one combo. It was pretty intense and insane, and of course it cost a lot of items. It's off season, but I do want to practice. I'm a little bit rusty, so I will use items here. And this Fury here, I have a tip for you. If I'm not sure if you have this link in tier 1, but in tier 2 you have a strike back node link, and I suggest you to keep this link because this makes this fight much easier. You can push Fury to SP2 when you trigger your specials, and you can punish after SP2 much easier than after SP1. So this specific Fury is running suicide, but Mixmaster 1 is not, so get ready for it. My Apocalypse has 3 charges. This means he apply weakness and also poison just at one special. I also left the second link also up. It's close encounters, I think. I don't remember, but basically if you close to him, just weakness, and this will regen me. This is just intentional links that I asked my alliance mates to leave. This makes this fight super easy. And here I try to evade his SP1. I hate it when he just, and he's starting to spam SP1 after SP1. I'm like, come on dude. But now I'm intercepting him, a very good intercept. I'm keeping with the intercepts, and just so close, and come on, and here I also learned something new. This node also have unstoppable heavies. Again, I haven't played war for a long time, so this is a pretty fun experience just to remember and learn new nodes. So the Apocalypse is doing very nice damage here. He almost down, just not worried. I mistimed my attack, but after this special he will die because of the suicide. So this was a pretty easy fight with the link nodes. But now the real action is about to begin. To Mix Master fight. In this fight, I have a strategy for this fight. The Apocalypse ability, he trigger anti-evade, just reducing by 10% for each time the opponent evades. So what I'm trying to do here at this specific fight, at the beginning of the fight, I'm trying force Fury to evade. I'm doing 2 lights attack and then dash back, and just pay attention to the number. The evade charges, so it's currently 30, and I don't care about it, and I'm really not scared about it here. So I'm trying to reach it as maximum as possible, and just with one special, it took a lot of help from him. So once I will reach like 90 of those evade charges, 90%, I think this is the maximum. I think if you can't get 100. This fight will become much easier, but still it's going to be a stressful fight, because you will see. So evade failed, he's starting to fail evades, he's still evading, and this specific Fury, he likes to throw his SP1s. Usually Fury is more stingy with special, and here I did stupid mistake. I mistimed my special, but all good here. So he's unable to evade, but then this guy throwing his specials. Usually Fury is not like this, usually just waiting and waiting. So now I applied poison on him, and my specials starting to do more damage on him. But just pay attention, those prowlers doing a lot of damage here. So let's start build some debuffs on this guy. So I'm thinking, okay, weakness can do a lot of damage and also reduce his attack by 40%, so this will make his specials much easier to just take. Let's see, so it's much lower damage than previous specials, so I think with him it's better to go with finishing with light attack and then just going with SP1. So what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to reach my SP2 also and put a concussion on him, although he almost at the second phase, but my health doesn't really looking good, and this guy just keep throwing those specials. He like a special machine throwing specials. So I decided, you know what, let's just kill this guy, and boom. Okay, so finally let's start hammering this guy, and Apocalypse doing this job. I'm paying attention to my health, and this is a very low amount. Here I honestly did a mistake. I went for poison because I wanted to do a lot of damage, but I think I should have went for weakness. And this is the scary part here. It's just unblockable here, and I'm scared. I'm like, oh my god, if he will throw special, it's game over. But luckily I managed to bait heavy, and he still survived it. And now let's do another special, and boom, he's down. This was a pretty intense fight, but I think I will fight it much better next time. I think I will try with SP1 weakness and then concussion, and maybe then I will go for other attacks. So now I'm taking path number 7, and this is Mordo here, and I think it's power gain nodes. Again, I don't remember what this is not about. It's not fun to read notes, although I should have, especially after first war. So this guy also runs suicide, and with Omega it's pretty simple fight. It should be pretty simple fight. Nothing really special here. I'm trying to pay attention to his timer just to make sure that I'm timing all my attacks properly here. And till now the fight is going pretty well here. And here I forgot that I cannot attack him after you par him. Long time I haven't fought Mordo. And 1 SP3, and it just took 50% of my health, and I'm like, what the fudge? It's damn. So I throw my SP3 just to heal a little bit, at least something. But damn, those wars you pay a lot if you mess up just a lot of items. But again, no deaths at all, so everything works perfectly. In here it's Elsa Bloodstone, and I decided to keep my Apocalypse for a special fight, the next one. So I went with Omega Red here. And this is kinetic something. Basically, if you parry, you can just gain a lot of power here. Pacify sometimes helps, but you need to be careful with it. It's very easy to evade her SP1, as I basically push her to SP1 and trying to bait it. While I'm waiting for her to trigger her SP1, she's just dying from degen. Also, great thing about Omega that if you have for each spore, you're reducing chances by 10% to gain to drag off debuffs. And here she reached SP3 and I'm, oh my god, let's go with full combo and boom. Woo! Okay, this was a scary thing. So now this is the fight I really wanted to test, and I'm doing it for science basically, this fight, and I'm going to heal my Apocalypse and use some boost. And this is a thing on Stunning Reflection, and I think I misread Apocalypse abilities and thought that once you have 3 charges he's a stun immune, and he is, but there is a but. There is a big but. And I won't spoil it to you, but you will see it in a moment and it will surprise me. So we're starting the fight and I'm like, okay, let's parry this guy, and parry worked, and I hadn't paid attention that this guy had his poison on him, and because that poison it just removed the stunning reflection from him. This way I managed to parry, but I hadn't paid attention to that, and I'm like, okay, so cool, I can parry, and now boom, I parried and got stunned. And then I'm like, wait, what is going on here? I managed to parry this guy, and I lost focus and haven't tracked his rock stack charges. And at this point I'm like, okay, and I'm trying to bait a special, and the thing is that you cannot hit his block, especially with light attack, because you will stun him, your Apocalypse abilities. And just pay attention, this guy won't throw his special. I parried him accidentally, and he killed me with SP1. He was stingy with special. Basically what is written about Apocalypse abilities, that he's stun immune when he attacking, not when he is parrying. So this is what I misread, but I really wanted to test it just for the season, and this is a good thing that I tested. So this is going to be a last fight, so my alliance mate just died here. It's a second thing, so I decided to go with Sabertooth. And honestly, I really love to play with Sabertooth. I just duped him not long time ago, and I probably will take him to rank 2. He's an awesome champion, he can do a lot of damage. He also apply bleed, so he can remove some rock stacks. And this is a very easy fight. Of course, this thing has suicide on him, so it's even easier, but I think Sabertooth can solve this guy. I hope you enjoyed this war video as much as I did. If you have tips for how to use Apocalypse in wars, I gladly appreciate in comments. Like, share, and see you soon on my next video.